At first glance, Snake Island doesn't look dangerous. Crystal blue water, thick green forests, birds flying overhead. It looks like paradise. But that's exactly what makes it so terrifying, because almost every part of this island is hiding something that could kill you. And unlike most dangerous places on Earth, here there's nowhere safe to stand.
Could I survive a night on Snake Island? There are places on Earth that people avoid because they're remote. Others are avoided because they're dangerous. But there's one island off the coast of Brazil that's different. People stay away because almost every step could put them within striking distance of one of the world's deadliest snakes. It's called Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. From a distance, it doesn't look unusual. Just a small green island surrounded by blue water. If you didn't know its history, you'd probably think it was the perfect place to spend a quiet afternoon. But appearances can be incredibly deceptive. Behind those trees lives one of the highest concentrations of venomous snakes anywhere on Earth. The Brazilian government has completely banned tourists from visiting, and only a handful of researchers are ever allowed to set foot there under strict supervision. That raises an obvious question. What makes one tiny island so dangerous that almost no one is allowed to visit it? To answer that, we have to go back thousands of years. Long before Snake Island became isolated, it was connected to mainland Brazil. Then the sea slowly rose. The land bridge disappeared. Animals became trapped. Some species adapted. Others disappeared forever. Among the survivors was a snake that would eventually become the island's undisputed ruler, the Golden Lancehead. With almost no predators and an endless supply of migrating birds stopping to rest, these snakes had everything they needed. Generation after generation, their population grew. So did something else, their venom. Unlike many snakes on the mainland, the Golden Lancehead couldn't afford to let injured birds escape. If a bird managed to fly away after being bitten, the snake lost its meal. Over thousands of years, natural selection rewarded snakes whose venom worked faster and more effectively. The result was one of the most powerful venoms scientists have ever studied. A single bite can destroy tissue, attack blood vessels, and cause life-threatening complications within a short period of time if left untreated. It's one of the reasons this species is considered among the most dangerous vipers on the planet. Now imagine arriving on Snake Island just before sunset. Your rescue boat won't return until morning. The first challenge isn't finding food or water. It's finding somewhere to stand. The forest floor isn't empty. Branches above your head aren't safe either. Even rocks can hide snakes beneath them. Every movement forces you to wonder whether you've just stepped within striking distance. As darkness falls, the island becomes even more unsettling. You hear leaves moving. Birds suddenly take flight. Branches sway in the wind. Your imagination begins turning every sound into danger. Even if you somehow avoid being bitten, spending an entire night surrounded by thousands of venomous snakes would become a psychological battle as much as a physical one. It's no surprise that Snake Island has inspired countless stories over the years. One of the most famous legends tells of a lighthouse keeper who once lived there with his family. According to local folklore, snakes entered the lighthouse during the night. The family attempted to escape. None of them survived. Whether every detail is true remains uncertain, but stories like these helped create the island's terrifying reputation. Despite its deadly reputation, Snake Island is incredibly important to science. The Golden Lancehead exists nowhere else on Earth. If the species disappeared here, it would disappear forever. Researchers continue studying its venom, hoping it could one day contribute to new medical treatments for heart disease, blood disorders, and other conditions. Ironically, one of nature's deadliest creatures may one day help save human lives. Today, the island remains protected. Not because anyone wants to keep a secret hidden, but because disturbing such a unique ecosystem could threaten one of the rarest snake species on the planet. Snake Island reminds us that nature doesn't need monsters to create terrifying places. Sometimes evolution alone is enough. And while surviving one night there might be possible under the right conditions, it's still one of the few places on Earth where almost everyone agrees it's simply not worth trying. Not.